57 degrees at game time. And indeed, cloudy and cool, and it's supposed to be that way tomorrow as well. So summer is around the corner, but not quite here yet.
I thought it would be here consistently, but unfortunately, a little bit of cooler weather. Let's just hope the rain stays away. They can enjoy day baseball today and tomorrow, and the homestand finale on Thursday. As 3 games under the lights, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Angels and Twins. Juan Pierre getting ready for this afternoon's game, as is Tyson Ross pitching at home. It's always a thrill for him to pitch here at the Coliseum.
Here's the Chicago White Sox lineup for today. Pierre in left, Ramirez at short, Dunn the DH, Konerko in the cleanup spot. Quinton will hit 5th, Rio 6th. Ramon Castro is the catcher. He'll hit 7th. Gordon Beckham 8th. Brent Morel is the third baseman. He will bat 9th.
Well, as I mentioned in the open, this young man looks like he's going to get a chance to pitch quite a bit in the rotation with the surgery expected for Dallas Braden. But Tyson Ross had a great spring. And since he's been in the rotation, he's been pitching very well and showing the great athleticism, covering third base in his last start when he picked up the win in Kansas City against the Royals.
Here's the A's defense for today. Sweeney in left, Crispin center, DeJesus in right, Kuzmanov, Pennington on the left side, Ellis Barton on the right side, Kurt Suzuki behind the plate. So the White Sox won the game last night by a final score of 4-3. So the A's will try to even up this series at a game apiece with one more to play tomorrow. So Tyson Ross stands tall on the mound, and first pitch of the ball game is in for a strike to Juan Pierre.
Well, the White Sox saw Tyson Ross in the extra inning game back on the 11th of April. 3 innings that he pitched, picked up the win out of the bullpen. White Sox hitters who did face him saw a very good fastball, mid-90s, hard slider. But now they will see more of a 2-seam fastball with a lot of movement.
Well, he was nasty the night in Chicago. In fact, you don't say this a whole lot, but he was almost unhittable. And he had the great breaking ball going. But that was just a 3-inning stint. You look at the pitch selection. 18% sliders, 14% changeups. A lot of fastballs, and Ross has such good movement on his fastball, he likes to use it. 0-2 to Juan Pierre.
You saw the differential between the changeup and the fastball, only about 6 miles per hour. 92 is the average speed, 86 for the changeup, which you'd like to see a little bit more. But again, when he wants to gear it up a little bit extra and get the fastball in the mid-90s, he can do that. But I like the fact that he's getting a lot of ground ball outs with the 2-seam fastball.
Juan Pierre hitting .248 with no home runs and 9 runs batted in. Rolled slowly toward first, and Barton picks it up, and that is out number 1.
Yeah, the Dodge Charger keys the game. Well, I'll put an extra one to keep Juan Pierre off the bases, and that's what they did the first one. But Sox playing better, there's no doubt. The record is deceiving. A lot of baseball remaining. Tyson Ross, he looks like he's going to be a mainstay in the rotation, and the A's continue to be aggressive. A lot of that, of course, with Coco Crisp attempting to steal home last night. A move that maybe people looked at, since it didn't work, as saying, well, why would he do it? But it was more technique than anything that probably prevented him from scoring on a steal of home plate.
Alexi Ramirez, the shortstop, hitless last night. Skies this one foul. Suzuki coming back, and he has just enough room, and he makes the catch.
Well, Coco last night in the A's 3-run inning, trying to make it 4 down the line. Watch the little stutter step right there. He stopped momentarily and tried to go around the tag by Kuzinski, but he admitted afterwards it's a great effort trying to go around the tag, but that couple of inches that he was out by, had he not stopped, had he started down the line and continued without the slight stutter step, as he called it, then he probably would have made it. As they say, the commitment, once you go, walk down the line, take off. He unfortunately stopped momentarily, and just enough. Still a gutsy move.
Adam Dunn swings and misses. Dunn hitting .205 with 16 RBIs. Brzezinski getting the afternoon off today. There's the shift for Dunn. Open stance. As the pitch is coming and he starts his swing, he closes up that stance.
Adam Dunn was coming back from his appendectomy, so he did not start against or in the game that Tyson Ross pitched. He had a bat, looked like he was going to pinch hit, but was not used late in the game. As he said afterwards, I don't know if I'd wanted to see the 96, 98 mile-an-hour fastball.
Strike 3 call. Fastball right on the outside corner. Good pitch by Tyson Ross. So he has a 3-up, 3-down, top of the first inning.
Had a play last night that I don't think anybody thought that he couldn't make it. This was a Vizquel drive to left field, playing very shallow, got up, made a perfect throw to Mark Ellis to get the hustling Vizquel, and then Kevin Kuzminoff, a great play over near the A's dugout. Great sliding effort, and especially in ultra mode as he made the catch. Great concentration. So a couple of plays on our Home Depot, doing more on defense. That's a tongue twister. Kevin and Sweeney got it done.
Konerko leading it off against Tyson Ross. First pitch to Konerko's outside. 324, 9 homers, 28 runs batted in for Konerko. 9th in the league in hitting. Also tied for 3rd in home runs and 4th in the league in RBIs. Not this time, though, as he pops one into foul territory. Barton has it. 1 out here in the second. Well, just as our game started here, the Rangers and the Angels got underway down in Arlington. It is Heron and Holland, the pitching matchup there. Rangers won last night 4-1, so Texas just a half game behind the Angels. The A's a game and a half behind the Angels. The Mariners are 5 back. Mariners will be playing in Cleveland. That game is officially postponed now, right? They had rain in Cleveland today, so that game was postponed, and they will play it at a later date.
Were there any rainouts last night? Thursday, because what I read when the A's were rained out Wednesday, it was the 21st postponement this season already, matching all of last season. 21 all last year. That's what I read. Now, it seemed like there would have been more, but definitely we've seen a lot this year.
Yeah.
But if that was correct, that's an unusual number of postponements already this young season. But weather has been brutal. There's no doubt all across the country.
2-1 to Carlos Quentin. Well, speaking of rainouts, Ray, the A's just made an announcement a couple of moments ago about the game that was rained out in Arlington this week. The A's will play that game on July 7th. That's a Thursday. It'll be a night game. And that will turn a 3-game series into a 4-game series between the A's and the Rangers. So
it's right before the All-Star break.
Right before, yeah. That was an off day for both teams. Obviously, the A's will play a day game on Wednesday, and then they will fly to Arlington after that. So that is now a 4-game series, July 7, 8, 9, 10, down in the Dallas area. That was the rumored date. We just needed some confirmation on that. 3-2 to Quentin. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Have a good fastball, as Tyson Ross definitely has. Why not challenge the guy 3-2? And he did. 91 mile-an-hour fastball down low in the zone. Like a strike either way. Quentin tried to lift it, could not make contact. Tommy Cam, what a great shot. Right over the top, and a very good pitch thrown by Tyson Ross. So again, the White Sox hitters faced Tyson in Chicago in 3 innings. Pretty much everybody did. Seeing a little bit difference today in his style of pitching, which no doubt is much better. Challenging out of the bullpen, which he can do, but now as a starter, utilizing all 3 pitches. And getting more confident each and every time he takes them out.
So a quick 0-2 to Alex Rios. Rios hitting just .199 with 3 homers and 10 runs batted in. Swing and a miss. So Ross quickly disposes of Alex Rios. 3 strikeouts in the first 2 innings for Tyson Ross.
$99 per person. For more information, call 510-638-GO-AGE or visit oaklandathletics.com/mini-suites. Take me out to the ball game. Saturday baseball. Saturday baseball with a sweater on.
Yeah, it is chilly today. Have not seen the sun, and I'm not sure that we will.
By comparison, last night, this is warm. This is a heat wave today.
Castro, Beckham, and Morel against Tyson Ross. Ross has retired the first 6 with 3 strikeouts.
By the way, I saw Chef Rodney yesterday in the park, and he was asking when it was a good time to bring some food up to us. And I said, anytime you want.
How about right now? Pennington handles the shot, 1 hopper. Throw is wide, but Martin takes care of it, and Castro's retired.
But I said, we appreciate you even thinking about us.
Yeah, that is nice.
Bring it up, and we'll show everybody exactly the kind of food they're bringing us and where they can find it when they come to the Coliseum, and we can sample it and let them know how delicious it is. And even BI might have something.
Well,
we'll go that far.
So, did you nail down a day?
So,
Coco's coming in, and he's going to play it on a hop. Beckham with the first hit of the game for the White Sox drops it in front of Coco Crisp. So
I said preferably a day game.
Yeah,
which limits the number of days the options this homestand. Slider off the end of the bat. Coco came charging in, but at the last instant decided against diving for the ball, especially with the diving as quickly as it ultimately did. And maybe just that look there indicating that he might have broken back, and understandably so. An outfielder, that big swing. You cannot tell from the center field of the outfield position exactly where the ball hits off the bat. If you knew it was going to be hit off the end of the bat, you would charge immediately.
So here's the 9th place hitter, Brent Morel. Bunsen, he pops it up. It's back to the screen. Morel won the third base job out of spring training, but he has not necessarily held on to the third base job. Hitting just .222 with no home runs and 8 RBIs. We saw him last year. He played in 21 games last year for the White Sox. This one's to right where DeJesus trots in. He's got it. So that's out number 2. And we'll head back to the top of the order and Juan Pierre.
Now batting, number 1, Juan Pierre.
Pierre grounded out to Barton in the first inning. This is Pierre's second year in Chicago. Came over in a trade from the Dodgers in December of '09. Barton has it right near the bag. Side retired. So a 1-out hit. If Beckham is stranded, we're going to the bottom of the 3rd. It's the 2-0 A's with the lead. Insurance report card. Most games at second base in Oakland A's franchise history. Dick Green at the top. Mark Ellis, 1,000 career games at second base. Some other names on there we recognize: Tony Phillips and Mike Gallego. Mark, been with the Athletics a long time. He's been a good player for a long time.
Well, Dick Green was also, and Dick Green didn't have a choice. He played at a time when signed with the club. They were with the club. A guy like Dick Green, he's going to make sure they kept him. Tremendous defensive second baseman, just like Mark Ellis.
Well, Bob Davidson just called a ball on Tyson Ross. I think it was the lick your fingers and you have to wipe it off in your pants. He did not do that, which means the hitter is awarded a ball. Let's see. He wiped it off.
Wiped it off.
He wiped it off.
Now where's the second base?
Well, was he on the rubber? He has to be. I think he has to be off the rubber.
Right. Yeah, because otherwise.
So when it's all said and done, it's a walk. That's the first walk issued by Ross.
Now batting,
Davis couldn't wait, could he?
32, Adam Dunn.
We knew we'd hear from him before the end of the day.
You have to be off the rubber, then you can put your fingers to your mouth, but you have to wipe it off in your uniform somewhere. So here's Adam Dunn, who has struck out looking in the game. And the first pitch to Dunn is inside. So Dunn is 0 for 5 with 4 strikeouts in this series. This is a guy who has been starting to get hot, but the A's have shut him down so far in the early going of the series. He will strike out a bunch, folks. But make sure those bats are okay. That youngster, he wants to take a few swings right now. Dunn rips one down the right field line, but it's going to be foul. Adam Dunn is tied with Yogi Berra on the all-time home run list. 358 home runs. That's number 74 on the list.
Yogi Berra. What a
Just
name.
had a birthday.
Yes.
That one down the right field line, and that is going to drop fair. Jesus plays it off the wall. They're going to hold Ramirez at third, and Adam Dunn with a line double down the right field line. So second and third, and nobody out for the Sox.
Off speed pitch, and Adam Dunn is very strong. He could get fooled, but just hook it, and hooked it this time. Not enough to get it into foul territory. Plenty of inside the line, down the right field line. He was thought about trying to run, but I don't know that there's anybody out. You know, let's just hope that the second pitch that was called a ball because he didn't wipe his hand. It's a 3 pitches actually to Ramirez, and now he's in trouble with the heart of the batting order of the White Sox.
So Konerko to hit. Konerko, like Dunn, starting to close in on 400 home runs. Konerko has 374. And a quick 0-2. Ross did his job of getting ahead of Konerko with Carlos Quinton in the on-deck circle. Pitch, and that one just fouled back. Kind of an emergency swing by Konerko just to stay alive.
Well, it looks like it. Konerko is just thinking right field, and he's going an off-speed pitch. Watch how he just adjusts on the curveball. He's trying to go to right field on this one, or to the right side, because he knows even a ground ball is going to score a run and move. They got him done over to third.
The fastball in on Konerko.
See a hitter do that. tendency to want to challenge him with a good fastball. And it's what Kurt Suzuki called for inside, just could not find the strike zone.
How about that after an 0-2 count? Konerko, probably because of swings like we just saw where he's able to foul tough pitches off when he's behind in the count. Line drive, could be a double play, and it is. Barton picked it at the shoe tops. Ramirez just wandered off too far, and that's a huge play for the A's.
There's no doubt Ramirez was going to go on any contact to the right side, but he had to make sure the ball was on the ground. It was not. Great play. See, the first base umpire, Hunter Wendell, said immediately lifting the right arm indicated he's out, and then the strong throw by Derek Barton. And Ramirez didn't even look like he wanted to get back to third. Just kind of shut it down, but very good play by Barton.
Why would you be going anyway?
Exactly. Because he probably thought if it's a ground ball, he's going to score. But if it's on the ground, he's going to score anyway. But just so happened that Konerko hit it too hard. Fortunately for the A's, and right at Derek Barton.
So big play, and here's Carlos Quint now, 2 outs. Dunn still at second.
Ramirez goes down, and you're kind of in between. And if you're in between like that, you don't even go. Because the way the ball was hit, if Derek Barton had short hopped it to call it on the ground,
he would have been out at home.
Yeah, he would have gone home easily. Yeah. So it's not like it was a contact play with the ball on the ground, and it just so happened to be a line drive that Derek Barton hustled and got to it.
And quickly Ross jumps ahead 0-2.
Great breaking ball, a good slider, backed up a little bit. Kurt Suzuki backhanded the ball, keeping it in the strike zone. Bob Davis, being the good Davidson, being the good umpire he is, watches the ball across the plate, not where the catcher catches it.
0-2 pitch, fastball foul back. Quinton struck out swinging in the second inning. Pop up, foul territory, and it's going to reach the seats. So the battle continues between Ross and Quinton. Tyson Ross takes a walk back behind the mound.
Licks his fingers, wipes his hand.
In the dirt, blocked by Suzuki. .46 pitches for Ross. Share of them coming in this inning.
Oh yeah, because he didn't have 30 in the first three. 11, and an 8-pitch third inning.
Quinton lays off that one, 2-2.
Pat got his bat.
Yeah, choking up.
You don't need to choke up the length of that.
So 2-2 the count to Carlos Quinton. Quinton rolls one foul, so Ross tried to come in on big, strong right-handed hitter.
I think you throw a slider close enough to the plate and then break sharply away. It's ideally what you want to try to do with Quinton, who has exaggerated open stance. Just has to be able to see a pitch that's close enough that he thinks it's going to be a strike. And if the spin is there, there's this open stance by Quinton, who's a very powerful right-handed hitter.
Suzuki, another nice play. So the count has worked its way full.
Suzuki very athletic. The slider away from him, moved in front of it, able to scoop it like an infielder. Might as well throw him the same pitch.
Yep. Dunn with the lead at second, and the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He got it. Went with a breaking ball. Quinton strikes out for the second time, and Tyson Ross, with a little help from his defense, works his way out of the jam. Some highlights from that Angels-Rangers game. Damon Andrews, Dave Benz will host. Fifth inning from the Overstock.com Coliseum with the White Sox and the A's hooking up in game 2. 2-0 Athletics. There's a shot to left field, and that's a base hit for Alex Rios. So Rios is aboard, and second straight inning that the White Sox have had their leadoff man on.
3-pitch strikeout for Rios in his first at bat. First pitch strike in this one, and then
Now batting,
fastball down.
number 27,
A pretty good low
Ramon
fastball hitter,
Castro.
Rios. Well, Tyson's really very little experience throughout his major league career, but does not seem to panic whenever he gets in situations, as was the case last inning. Second, third, nobody out. Gets out of it without allowing a run to score. So in Chicago, and then 3 innings of relief. I think was on the line. Handled it very well.
.53 pitches for Tyson Ross. Ramon Castro grounded to short in the third inning. Ross would take one of those ground balls right now. Pitch inside corner, 1-2.
Went through it like a changeup, but it was a 90-mile-an-hour two-seam fastball. Nice, easy delivery by Tyson Ross. The ball just jumps out of his hand.
Castro went around, and that's the strikeout. Number 5 for Ross.
Check swing slider, and 91 two-seamer inside. Then it goes away with the slider. And
Now batting, number 15.
delivery, and the result almost like a splitter. Interesting conversation with Ron Romanicki, his pitching coach, and talking about the grips that these guys have on certain pitches, and that might have been one that Gio's throwing. Michael Wirtz, the hard slider, looks like a splitter. It's the way they throw and release the baseball. The downward movement.
Five strikeouts today, career high for Tyson Ross.
Just the beginning. He'll fly by that. He'll be double figures in strikeouts several times throughout his career.
Good breaking ball there, and it's 0-2 to Beckham.
Another different type of slider here. The result same. It's a strike.
Keep an eye on Rios. He is a base stealing threat. 4 this year. Last year he had 34 steals. Oh, 2 to Beckham, who had a base hit in the third. Lays off that breaking ball. 1-2. 3 hits for the White Sox, 5 hits for the Athletics. Bounces out in front of home plate. Kurt Suzuki tried to knock it down. It's going to allow Rios to go to second.
Kurt just did anything he could to try to block the ball. One that you really don't expect to see, and one that bounces in front of the plate. The emergency block didn't work out. Got too far away from it.
So runner in scoring position for Beckham. Strike 3 call. Breaking ball. And that is strikeout number 6 for Ross.
Fans bring the kids to the Coliseum for tomorrow's game against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch 105, 7,500 kids, 14 and under. You get a new baseball hat. It's presented by Chevy. See your Northern California Chevy dealer for a great selection of Chevy caps, cars, caps, trucks, whatever, crossovers. For tickets to the game, call 877-493-BALL or go to oaklandathletics.com/tickets. Cars and caps from Chevy.
Yeah. Baseball bat today.
Like that. Stars and Stripes caps. Not even the 4th of July. Memorial Day coming up soon, and that would be the Yankees in town. 4th of July, also the A's are home.
Brent Morel, the hitter.
Did you wear one of those hats if you put a headset over?
No. Would you?
We're patriotic.
I didn't ask you if you're patriotic. If you wear one of those hats.
Is that a real hair deal? Is that's real?
No. Outside, 2-1. I may wear it like to the parade or something.
Danville
Just
parade?
hanging around, yeah. Maybe not.
Somebody would take your picture.
Yeah, I know. Morel checks his swing and no swing.
I had a feel on that one. Kurt Suzuki was concerned about blocking, and a lot of times he'll immediately point to first base. But check this, if he held back. Good block by Suzuki.
So the count 3-1 to Morel. And the pitch, swing and a miss, went right to the hard stuff, and he gets it by Morel. So full count. Rios at second with 2 outs.
3-1, and there's a 92-mile-an-hour good fastball right over the top. But you saw it with Quentin, 3-2. He went back the slider last inning, got him swinging and missing. Well, maybe not so much the slider, but a challenging fastball.
And he shoots one to the right side, but Ellis is there. And Ross works his way out of the jam again. Runner stranded in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 2-0 Athletics. Tweet your question to @CSN Athletics with the hashtag Return of the Mac. Your answer could be answered during A's postgame live. CSNCalifornia.com, your interactive home for A's baseball all season long.
You can ask Judy Babbitt, why did the A's play better baseball during the day? Put him on the spot.
Yeah, he'll have an answer.
Are you saying he'll give you an answer whether it's correct or not? That'd be more of an opinion, wouldn't it?
Top of the order for the White Sox. Tyson Ross has done a very nice job through the first 5 innings. He's worked out of a couple jams. 6 strikeouts. He's walked just 1. This one bounced behind the bag at second. Pennington, a nice play, and guns it to first to get Juan Pierre. Pennington ranging far to his left.
Well, you watch Cliff Pennington going up the middle, and how quickly he makes the adjustment once he catches the ball to make sure he has a good grip to throw to Derek Barton. Watch this. You'll see the slight movement in his glove to his hand, and a perfect throw to Derek. Ultramo, here it is. And they are taught He made sure when he put the hand in the glove to retrieve the baseball, he kind of feel the seams in a four-seam grip so you can throw the ball straight. You don't want to throw a two-seamer to first baseman, but Cliff Pennington made the quick adjustment and a very good play with a fast runner.
Ramirez with Adam Dunn in the on-deck circle. Little fister over Barton's head and down the right field line. So Ramirez is going to have a one-out single. That's hit number 4 for the White Sox.
Now batting, number 32, Adam Dunn.
So Adam Dunn will hit with Konerko in the on-deck circle. 5-0 Athletics. 2 in the second, 3 in the fifth. Adam Dunn had a double in the 4th inning. At that time, it put runners at second and third and nobody out, but Ross got out of it. The White Sox did not score.
And to me, that's the biggest inning for Tyson Ross. He had a chance to go back in the dugout with a tie game, but instead he gets out of the inning. The A's at 3 more a couple of innings later. Now is a 5-0 lead with the less of a concern right now, especially with a power hitter. And Adam Dunn, if he gets into one, it's still a 3-run game, but he can go after him, challenge him. Quickly hit 0-2.
Short lead for Ramirez at first. Fastball inside to Dunn, 1-2. He struck him out, and that is 7 strikeouts for Ross.
Well, a hard biting slider down and in. Right there looks a strike right over the top of the swing by big Adam Dunn.
Now batting,
so the double down the right field line, maybe an off-speed pitch that he hooked, kept it fair, but that's the hard slider down and in, no contact, and big strikeout for Tyson.
So Konerko steps in.
So Tyson can take the bat giveaway today and just write Tyson in front of Ross dressed for less, and it'll be perfect.
It's his day so far.
Get him to sign it. Just put Tyson right in front of Ross.
Right next to Mark Ellis's name.
Yeah. Sure, Ellis wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Will Wood?
I think so.
Well, all the noise you're making with the plastic right into your microphone.
Does that bother you?
Show this bat.
Huh? That's not bad. It's not bad.
You with those
what
hands?
Do you think? I like it. I like it.
Jack will like it better. Someone else, if you can get another one.
Yeah, I may keep this for myself. Bat Day, Mark Ellis Bat Day at the Coliseum.
Had a bat day for Alex Johnson when he played for the Angels, the California Angels. They traded him before they gave it away.
Scratch out the name. Drill to left, and that baby is gone. Konerko homers, and it's 5-2. That got out in a hurry.
Well, there's your fastball down, and maybe the difference of having a 5-0 lead versus a 2-0. That's the first home run. Tyson Ross. He does not give them up. But this one, a line drive, fastball down, kind of coming back towards the middle of the plate. Look where Suzuki set up. Look at the location, and that's just simply a power hitter dropped in the head of the bat. I think if Kurt Suzuki could have reached out and grabbed it before Konerko hit, he would have.
So home run number 10 for Konerko. RBIs 29 and 30. Quinton drives into center, but room for Coco Crisp. He gets back there. Side retired, but Konerko gets the White Sox on the board. Bottom of the 6th, coming up 5-2 A's. 15,000 at the ballpark this afternoon. Cool overcast day. So Tyson Ross into his 7th inning of work, and he's been very good. The only damage done was Paul Konerko's 2-run homer last inning. Rio swings and misses. 82 pitches for Tyson Ross, so hopefully he can get through the 7th.
Michael Wirtz getting ready just in case. Back-to-back sliders for Rios. Quick out.
So one out here in the 7th Days Baseball at Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Right now at Jack in the Box, get the new bourbon and barbecue steak grilled sandwich. It's at participating restaurants. So Ramon Castro will hit. Castro takes low. Michael Wirtz, who's been throwing the ball extremely well. Castro grounded to short in the 3rd inning and then struck out in the 5th. Good pitch, just missed, 2-1. Tyson Ross is trying to win his 3rd game of the year. He's 2-2.
Pretty good run support in his last start, which was made note of in the starting rotation for the Athletics. That's run support in Kansas City. Picked up his first win in the rotation. That was last Sunday. 2-run triple by David DeJesus.
Coco Crisp going back, still going back. Warning track near the wall. He's got it for out number 2. Castro put a pretty good charge into it, but Coco tracks it down. Last 4 starts
now
for
batting,
Tyson Ross.
Number 15, Gordon.
Just
Beckham.
a total of 5 runs allowed. And he's pitched deep enough into the games where bullpen has been able to come in and help him out.
As we've said often, it seems to be so true. If you can get a starter go 7 innings, it makes it tough on the bullpen because of getting regular, consistent work. But to be able to go 7, set up man, closer, you can mix and match to get guys to finish the game for you. Go any fewer innings than that, you're looking for more outs out of the bullpen. Sometimes a little more difficult, but what the A's starters have done, consistency. For Anderson and Gio, of course, Gio's game was wiped out, but other than those 2 in Texas, everybody else has gone 6+ and mostly 7 in this month of May.
One and 2 to Beckham. Just missed it. It's 2-2. The Angels still leading the Rangers 2-1. Bottom of the 7th inning down in Arlington. Another close pitch. So Ross not missing by a lot.
Well, that pitch outside just ran hard inside, but Suzuki tried to keep it in the strike zone. Fastball away.
Puts the slider, and he strikes out Beckham for strikeout number 8. So Tyson Ross is dealing 7th inning stretch, 5-2 Athletics. Oh yeah, a young A's fan enjoying a day at the ballpark.
Yeah, tomorrow to get a new lid, new cap. Chevy, I hope so.
Tyson Ross into his 8th inning of work. Kuzminov on the dive. He's got it. Gets up, throws high, and Morel is going to be aboard. Boy, almost a sensational play by Kuzminov. Barton had to leap high to make the catch.
Well, that's speed of Morel. He can get down the line, and Kuz knew he had to get up quickly and unload quickly to first base. Well, what a play. Ball up a little bit. Kuz just at the release point a little bit high. Barton got the snow cone, bring it down, but could not make the tag. Well, an ultra mo. Kuz, watch this go up. There's the ball, and then coming down, getting up, and then watch. He does not really take his arm back that far when he throws, and as a result, right there, maybe not the great grip. Eric Barton kept it from going past him, and Tyson would like to have had a 2-pitch out.
So it goes as a base hit, and here's Juan Pierre. While 4 starts to throw. Longest Ross has gone. That was 7 innings against the Angels down in Anaheim. This game the A's won in 10 innings.
That was only 76 pitches.
No. 7 shutout innings by Ross. 2-0 now to Juan Pierre. Kuzminov in on the grass at third. Outside, 3-0 to Juan Pierre. Ramirez in the on deck circle. This will be pitch number 100 from Ross. So it is a career high in innings pitched today. In there for a strike.
Ron Romanek, Bob Gehring go on a 3-start total pitches by a pitcher. And for Tyson, he went 97, started against Cleveland, 89 in his last start in Kansas City. 6 innings in those 2 starts. So he averaged about 110 pitches per start. Let's see how far they can go. Tyson, though, just in the rotation since Seattle.
The full count to Pierre. Morel, the runner at first. Shallow left center. Coco Crisp has got a beat on it. So Ross fell behind 3-0 in the count to Juan Pierre, but comes back and gets him. So Pierre 0 for 4.
Now batting, number 10, Alexei Ramirez.
Bob Guerin's coming out, so we're going to have a pitching change. So Tyson Ross, 7 1/3 today, and he was terrific. 8 strikeouts, and as Bob Guerin takes the ball, he's going to get a huge ovation. Well deserved. Let's listen in.